One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gomez. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So New Mexico State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and a minute after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Finds his man. It's Platt. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Safe completion on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There he goes! Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Back swinging with the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's
going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickey. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A third down try for the offense. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So,
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Owls. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Sets up the screen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sands. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dickey. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Trying to make... Oh, a lot of space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're down to the 20, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Catch in the middle, it's Clapp. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They want to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on third and goal. Here's the pressure. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gonna run it. It's sticky. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. If this guy keeps making bad decisions, like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dickey. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Platt there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Red pass, it's complete. And that's a live ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Boyd.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to run it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Owls are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Fires into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Aggies in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But if you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws, have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Turning on the Jets. He stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Gomez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Sticky. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and